Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Tyler. I'm here on Wednesday morning working on this Xbox Drive board. This is from Samsung Drive, OG Xbox. And he had E12, error 12, when we started up. So first it was a power issue, and then I recapped it, fixed the power issue, and that's when I discovered error 12. So got to fix that before it's all the way done. And then I determined it was the drive board that was causing it. I guess there's these little resistors down here. It's 33 ohm resistors. So when I went and checked, the first three were actually bad. So I went ahead and replaced those. And they seem like they're all good now. It's kind of hard to probe it without magnification. But yeah, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these 33 ohm resistors. And then there's a couple other pieces. This one, I believe, is about 6.7K ohms. And then these are about 22 ohms. 22 and another 6.7K. 33. Oh no, sorry, this one's 82 and then 82. Oh, so I guess it's 4 33s and 2 82s, and then a couple smaller ones that don't fail as often. But yeah, so I went ahead and replaced this one because it was getting readings in the tens of thousands of ohms, and then this one was similar. This one was just slightly off. I think one of them was like 40 ohms. So I went ahead and replaced that just to be safe. And I'm about to reassemble it, see if it worked. So I'm hoping it works, because anyone that works on these OG Xboxes knows that these drives are getting crazy expensive. It's like you're lucky to find one for 80 or 90 bucks. Then, you know, I was thinking maybe I could just replace the drive board, but again, a working, like, rebuilt one is like 60 bucks. People are wanting like 20, 30 bucks for broken ones. So I don't know about y'all, but I have not had a lot of success doing lasers on these Xbox drives. I'm starting to think maybe these drive boards are just, more often than not, the culprit. They're just starting to fail, kind of like on GameCube, when it's almost never the laser, it's usually the caps. So, you know, I'm really hoping this works. If it could, it would be great. Maybe I can fix a bunch of broken Samsung drives we have laying around. But first, we have to get this monstrosity out of the way so I can hook it up and test. Okay, we're back. I've got it assembled just enough to test, so we're about to see, did it work? Oh, I think it did. We got the Microsoft logo. Hey, we got it. No more E12. All right, I'm gonna check and make sure it reads, but it's looking good so far. All right, back with the game. Splinter Cell. Come on, please read. All right, I put that rebuilt board into another drive, and it is doing the same thing. Well, that really sucks, because this Xbox is already more work than usual. It was supposed to just be a power issue, and now I'm here diagnosing a drive board. So I don't know, I compared it to some other boards, and the rest of the resistors seemed like they checked out. I'm thinking the next thing I'll try is maybe these capacitors. I have all of these in stock except for this 100 one. I only have it up to 6 volts. Everything else I have. So I think I'm gonna try everything I do have and see if it makes a difference. All right, here's my 220 UFs, and here's my 47. It's a little bit smaller, but I think it should be fine. All right, did those caps. Still the same exact, and just double checking it on his original drive. Still the same thing. So I've spent like 3 hours on this thing at this point. It's a little frustrating because he brought it in for just a power issue. That's how they go sometimes. All right, so just to recap, I have changed these capacitors for the power issue, and he has a 1.6 model, so it doesn't have the leaky clock capacitor issue like it does on the others where it's up here and it leaks. They don't really fail on these 1.6s. So usually these caps is all it takes if it's a power issue. It's just unfortunate that this drive is also bad. Funny story about that other drive, actually. It's from a batch of ones that we bought, and they were all bad. And then we missed the return window, and we were out like hundreds of dollars. So, I mean, before people say our price is too expensive and stuff like that, it's like, this is the reality of it. I'm sitting here like hitting my head against the wall on this thing, and we're gonna end up making like no money. So, you know, sometimes people will be like, oh, I might as well just buy a new one at that price. Well, if you just buy some random eBay one, it's not going to be like new caps or, you know, someone telling you the health of the clock capacitor or making sure it fully works like the eBay guy we bought the drives from. So just a harsh reality of small business sometimes. Holy crap, man. All right, found a third donor drive. Put his top on it. And finally, we got it reading. So that was a bit of a roller coaster. But pretty happy we finally figured it out. So I reached out to the customer and told him I'd have to charge a little bit more just for all that extra work rebuilding his disk drive. And he was cool with it, luckily. So I was kind of worried he was gonna change his mind, but luckily he was pretty understanding. So pretty happy. All right, let me put this back together. And then next time we're going to be working on some of this Game Boy stuff. So this is all the same guy. He brought in a Crystal Cart, not saving, Game Boy that had a power issue. And then if I can fix the power issue, he wants to go ahead and swap it into this shell. So this is the shell customer provided. So it should be a pretty cool one if I can figure out the power thing.